it's an interesting one of when we're really like kind of living an experience or a memory through our phones, let's say by taking pictures of it constantly or recording, putting it on Snap. Do you think that's kind of taking away from the quality of the memory instead of like having the phone away and just living it through your eyes and being present in the moment? Or does it enhance it in a way that you can look back on it?
So before, when I was younger, I used to post stuff on socials for the
Mhm.
sake of someone else seeing it. You know, the whole thing of impressing
Yes.
others.
Yes.
But then now, recently, well, not recently, like over the past few years, whatever, I try and take as many photos and videos that I can in certain situations because I want to be able to relive that moment. You know, whether
Mm.
it's like a funny video that you see in the group chat that you can post in there every now and then, it's like something to laugh about, or if it's just something to look at and be like, wow, yeah, that was really cool. Actually, I'd like to go back. But I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of people don't grow out of that mindset. It's constantly just doing it for the sake of others.
Because I was with my girl recently. Um, sometimes we just spend the whole weekend together, and she, anytime, mate, she's just whipping out the phone. Let me take some pictures of this. Let me record this. And in one sense, it's actually really great because we do get some great memories from it that we can look back on and
Yeah,
some really cool pictures. And to be
make a
fair, she
scrapbook or whatever.
And to be fair, she doesn't post them, like not all of them at least. It's not like a straight to Instagram. It's just camera roll and she's snapping them. But I sometimes catch her, I'm like, relax with the thing. Just chill. Just
Just
chill.
enjoy the moment.
Yeah, but I also do appreciate what she's doing because she's giving us things to look back on. Really cool.
Yeah, like imagine you know, let's say everything goes really well, you know, married, have kids and that, and then you can look back through the camera roll and be like, yeah, look, this is what me and your dad were like when we were younger, in 20, 30 years from now. And it's just
Yeah,
nice.
I started a scrapbook for her already, actually. I update it for her periodically. And speaking of it, I need to update it because it's been a while since I've done that. Mm, I think like
No, it
yeah,
is nice. It is nice to do that. I wish I could see more. Like we have a lot of photo albums. Speaking of which, I'm probably gonna after this, I'll probably go have a little look through them. It's been a while,
mm,
but I like to look back at the old pictures and just see back in the day, like what they were like when they were young and that. You know, I wish I could have seen them when they were like our age. Obviously, cameras and shit didn't.
yeah.
Well, they did exist. It just yeah.
So yeah, speaking of her again, she has her brother has a child now. He's about eight
Oh
months
really?
old. Yeah,
Oh bless him.
so she's an auntie, and she's taking pics of him all the time. And obviously, she's got the newest iPhone. She's whacking portrait mode on and just shooting pics. And this kid's gonna like grow up and have the most sickest, high quality fucking 4K pictures and videos to look back on like it's nothing. Like it's gonna be almost weird to look back at that. And what we just have like a few. Actually, we have a decent amount. If I have a decent amount at least of photos that I
Yeah, and
can
me.
look back on, but it's still just that
But
portrait
you see,
mode that they're so
we look
sick
back at them
nowadays.
pictures of us, yeah, and they were shit quality because
That's
the
what I'm
cameras
saying.
were only coming up back
Yeah,
then. You
yeah.
see, when he gets older,
That's what I'm
fuck
saying.
knows what they'll have. They'll have like holograms and shit in 4K, and he'll be looking at these photos thinking this is shit compared to what we have now.
Exactly, exactly. That's one thing I'm excited for. Is the to witness where technology goes,
I
even
can't wait.
though it's scary and it's crazy. One day, Mike, we're going to be driving an Apple car, speaking it into existence. But
Very likely.
that's mental.
I don't like this. It's annoying, man. I
But then
don't
again,
like this
ooh,
transition.
do we even want an Apple car?
No, I don't.
That's the thing. That's the thing because
Like a Tesla, but only for a little bit.
okay.
Mate, imagine this, yeah. You've got the electric cars, your hybrids, great, environment, fantastic. I'm not knocking
Yeah.
it. I'm just saying we're growing now in a time where that's going towards that direction. Whereas, there's guys out there that made it, and got to buy a Lamborghini, an R8, a Mustang, really just feel the power of these fucking petrol and diesel cars like the
Yeah.
McLarens and stuff. And now it's all moving to like electric and high tech and stuff. And it's like, I want to fucking be able to rev a Lamborghini engine, like my own one. I've driven one before, but like my own one.
I think the high tech is like, my dad talks about it all the time. You know, he's a real driving enthusiast. He likes racing, and he just likes the
What did he ever
thrill
do with
of
the Beamer? Did he sell it?
it's sitting in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
M4 Monte Carlo.
M3, yeah,
M3.
beast, all modded up and everything. But he's a real enthusiast of just feeling the car and having full control of the car. And he hates the direction that modern cars are going in, because they're just shoving so many like computers and automated systems down your throat of the car's going to make a decision of how it's going to turn or how it's going to brake or how it's going to shift the gear and when to add speed. And cars used to have like a handful of computers, like maybe 5 or 10 computers in it. Yeah. Now cars have like hundreds of computers built within them, like so many. They're just banging technology,
sensors and everything,
onto the car unnecessarily. Really, it's a car at the end of the day. It's meant to get from point A to point B. It's a driving tool.
But they say it's to make it safer, right? Safe. So it's not about the experience of driving. It's about getting from point A to point B safely, you know, zero emissions, you know, more economically.
Is it safer that you can like watch a fucking movie while you're driving now? Is it
safer that it can drive itself?
And so, and people don't even look at cars as like driving tools anymore. They're like, fuck, what technology can I get with this car? And I think that's going to be like the Apple car. The Apple car isn't going to be something to drive. It's going to be like a big iPhone you can sit in. It's just a technology toy. That'll be the extent of it. At least that's what I assume.
And that's the thing is, like I'm saying, it's just not. It's taking the fun out of driving. Like I'm working towards certain things. I don't want to
taking the fun out of driving.
Like, look, if I wanted to go buy a fucking Prius, I could today. I'm gonna get a Prius on finance, trade my car in, and get it on finance. Happy days. There you go. Drive an electric car. But I don't know. Like for some people, that just takes like that. That's what I want to strive towards. Is having a sick car, petrol, diesel, fucking fast. You know, R8, McLaren, whatever. Like, no one wants to work towards a fucking Prius. It takes the motivation out of life.
Yeah, but and also with all these computers, it just makes the car more expensive. So expensive. You're paying for that, really. If something breaks, God forbid, mate.